Anybody up to see the ruins? Because I figured out some other things too. And I think I know why people are scared. So I'm going to do the ruins if you want to talk to me. No, Pop-Tart. Yeah. Well, I had a really good time on Griff's channel. Even though I didn't have my TV in or whatever, and I look like hell. Wait till you see what I look like when I'm all done up. Why do you think my son had to guard me when I go grocery shopping? Hmm. Yeah, I guess unless I don't have big ass videos and know what I'm doing, like Beth said. Yeah, my channel won't build, but I thought I had women that wanted to talk to me, but watching a couple of channels, I found out where the bullies go, where they all get wrenches. Yeah, yeah. And I find out who comments on my page and worries about me. Well, I don't know what happened, but I got a feeling a whole bunch of people got arrested last night for some reason. Either that or a bunch of people killed themselves. Oops. The ruins. Because I will build a head sweat lodge. First stone, haven't looked. It's the mountain. But I'm starting to think, does that look like an iceberg? Looks like an iceberg now. And we took the tip off. We took the tip off and off a pedophile ring. Right, guys? Let's go get the guys that are underneath. Because those are the guys that make money. Those are the really, really bad guys. And it's a Bigfoot. I was lost in the forest. And by having a dream about Shannon, because Shannon was scared of water, I was able to remember that I fell in the water And then it was like I was safe. I don't know how long it was, because I was only 4 or 5 years old, you guys. It was before I had my ear operation, and I just found out I'm dyslexic, okay? Next rune. X marks the spot, right? Okay, so what is the X that marks the spot now? Right? Only our officers know where to go. I trusted John Walker way back when, right? He never put his badge behind those people because he knew they were murderers, right, sir? Right, sir? Mr. John Walker, you are an amazing police officer, sir. Because you said it without saying it. Right, sir? Right? And it's the teardrop. We had lots of rain here today. And I think it's the world crying and saying, we took down an evil ring. It's cleaning our earth. Because I'll tell you, since Griff allowed me to tell my story, I don't feel as angry as I was. Because when a bear allows a woman, and me brave enough to get on there, wait till you see what I look like. I'm gonna have to figure. How come I can't figure out when I go on a live I'm there and when I'm not, I'm here. It's probably something really simple. Last stone. Okay, it's the footprints where I said, right? The footprints where God said, or the person asked, how come I only see one set of footprints, right? And I tried to tell Steve, you were like a god to me. You were like a god to me. Because you carried me wherever you went, right, Steve? Steve. But I wonder why you didn't pick up my phone calls or why. And it's the fire where I told you. Fire disposes of evidence, right? But now my fire's been extinguished because I was allowed to tell my story by telling it to Grift. And I didn't have to pay him to allow me to tell my story, right? So I ask again, YouTube. I see it. Those that are truth seekers will allow truth tellers up on a panel, because those truth seekers will believe that even if I can't pay you, at least listen to me. At least return an email. And like I said, if you have 3 emails account, Steve Lacchio, you're lacking in taking care of your business. Goodbye. Love and light from Canada. Because like Kramer says, you need some sleep, mummy. Because I cared about you more, Steve, than you did to even just return a phone call. And I'll say again to the woman I talked to on the phone, and I said, why aren't you guys marching for the boys? Everybody did it for Mr. Floyd. And her answer was, we all have jobs. Right? Right? 2 little boys weren't important enough to march for. But you sure had fucking birthday parties and did all this shit and sold t-shirts. Right? Right, world? It was selling t-shirts, blowing bubbles, and at least Benny Keys took a videotape of the murderer with the gloves, with the balloons, because I will ask again, why was it full-size bed, and why did it look like the tape was cut over and over as the child who they picked up was stiff, and the child that got out of bed will eventually tell what happened that day, because that kitchen was way too fucking clean. And to have videotape all around that building and not a good fucking lock on that door. What was she watching? They were a crew of hoodlums. And Monica raped Darian Brown. So that bitch. Oh, and for the so-called father, that was a statement that he read after he mourned about what happened, because he was probably the one who dropped cash in the streets for somebody to find, because he knew he fucked up, because they couldn't take him to medical, right? Somebody fucked up and blamed it on Darian Brown, because Monica could have planted. If Darian Brown was asked to wear a condom, right? Monica and Benny Keys saying, oh, Monica was pregnant. I wouldn't have sex with her because she was pregnant. A lot of pregnant women are very, very excited when they're preggies. At least I remember I was. Just saying. So, whose baby was that? Was it Trevor's? Or whatever that guy's so-called father's name was? Or was it Darian Brown's? Inquiring minds would like to know because Benny Keys, I see you and everyone will see you because you have no money coming to you, you little drug dealer, right? DEA, get up on that fucking hill. Bye-bye. At least do something right in the name of Kiki Camarena. Bye.